All right, welcome in. It's a little earlier than normal, but that's because it's right before the holiday and I got some extra time to spend with you guys and I want to. I've just noticed there's so much going on. There's the autumn sale going on Steam right now. I'm just checking my wish list against it. I'm just like, I see that Neva is on sale with 20% off at $16. I've been wanting to play that. Let's see what we got. Subnautica, but I've already played. What else we got on sale? Actually, I can search for just ones that are on sale, huh? Oh, with discount. I think that's how I used to say. Oh, with discount, yeah. What else we got? Some Nanotale Typing Chronicles. Hades 2 10% off, early access. The Princess is actually 20% off. That's not bad. Oh, Detroit Become Human is 70% off. Nice, $12. I think that's the cheapest it goes. The Dark Pictures Anthology, they all look like they're on sale again. Cult of the Lamb, which I had not played, but I've heard good things. Somebody I know is obsessed with it. they love building cults. And then they do all like these weird things that they're I don't know, practitioners. What do you call people that are in cults? I can't even. I know there's a word for them, but I can't think of their. Persona 5 is actually 60% off for $24. That's pretty good. I might get that. Nine Souls is on sale. However, I saw the Nine Souls just came to Game Pass. I am so excited. I've been like looking every day on Game Pass to see when Nine Souls is going to be there, and I finally saw that it was added today. So we will be playing that for sure after the holiday, so probably next Monday. I'm always a little weary of starting a game like in the middle of the week because I don't have much time and it depends on like the save or whatever, but I think we can start Nine Souls. I really want to play that. It's gonna be good. Let's see what else we got. Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. I do want to play that, but I just don't know if that would go over well. Crow Country is 20% off. That was actually, we played the demo. That was really fun. And Fields of Mystria, which looks like I don't know, it looks like Stardew Valley but with some with some really cool graphics. It looks like Sailor Moon or whatever, you know. Balattra's on sale. What else we got? Class of '09 is 50% off. I want to play Class of '09. It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous and awesome at the same time. Oh, we got, oh, Meet Your Oshi's actually on sale. So instead of being $3.99 because it's super cheap, it's actually $3.19. I might get it if it's on sale. We'll see. Look at all these things are on sale. Guys, I've been trying to figure out like what something cute to do for Kai because I don't know, he's so hard to buy for. I won't lie, he's so hard to buy for. He has like enough gizmos and gadgets, right? It's so hard to buy for him. But he did just show me this thing. I guess in appreciation for being around for so long, Atari is doing like a special collector's kit. So he's like, he sent it to me and I'm like, is that what you want? And he's like, kind of. So that was a yes. So I gotta take a look at it. I gotta take a look and see. Oh my god, we just built these shelves, right? We built these shelves to like store, it's like a pretty big, what was it, 12, the one is 16 cubes, and then we built an extra 1x4 so to make it 20 cubes for Kai to put all of his gaming stuff on there. He's got more, it's already full. It's already full, and there's still stuff to put on there. We did get 2 shelves. The second shelf was supposed to be for other usages, but I don't know. We might have to rearrange what we use the second shelf for. We actually now we have all these like not random, but like loose items. So we actually have more space in the room now. It's like this weird conundrum. We have more space in the room that we built this, but because everything's like loose, it's like there's no space to build the second the second shelving unit. So we're gonna have to put like all that loose stuff like somewhere else to pull out. It's just a conundrum. Oh my god. But once we have the second shelving up, then we can put more stuff on there. And the office that was basically where he does all of his gaming, and it's like where he does work from home and everything, that it finally has some room to breathe in there. And it'll be all good. It's like the in between spots. We've moved like a bunch of stuff around, and you got some things in the living room that need to get out of there now. But it's coming together slowly but surely. Oh my god! On top of that, it doesn't feel like quite like, you know, like we had all the boxes and we feel like we're like moving. We have gotten through a lot of those boxes, so it doesn't feel quite like everything's packed away. We're starting to unpack ourselves. We were never moving in the first place. It just felt like that. everything was all over the place. We finally have a little bit of space to like walk around, but it's not as much as I'd like. We are being productive on our time off. We could have been maybe a little more protective today, but I wanted to take it easy today because we've been going out and doing errands and all this other stuff. Ugh. And it is technically a vacation, so I didn't want to like, I'm kind of trying to balance like being productive versus like getting stuff done. And I think we're doing a pretty good job about that. I will say I did originally plan to record today, this morning, and never got around to it. Never. We definitely slept in. We went to bed really late last night. Then we slept in, and then we got up and we kind of lazed about, which was fine with me. And then, like I said, then we built an extra shelf and we cleaned up a bit. And now I'm here with you guys. So I'm gonna try. I want to get those done as quick as possible. So I'm gonna try to get some of the recording done tomorrow. I want to do 2 recordings. One, I've got some new books to talk about, and then the other one is kind of a little secret. Not really a secret. It's just like very different from anything I've done before. So I'm kind of nervous about it, which is probably why I keep pushing it off. It's probably why I keep pushing it away. I don't know. I'm like the worst when something makes me nervous. I'm like, I'll get to that later. Never gets to it. It's like one of those things. All right. So if I go to my library. All right. So we're gonna continue Steins Gate today. This is a really interesting story. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot going on here. Hold on a second. I was gonna look at one thing before going in, but now I wanted to see. It doesn't really say. Okay. Bum bum ba-na-na-na, bum 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 ba-dum ba-bum. I think it's kind of like a long game, but all right, it's fine. We're gonna get in. We're gonna get in. We're gonna jump back into this crazy universe we've got going on, and keep checking out. Keep checking into it. All right. We have to figure out why we're already in some kind of weird time loop. So now we got to figure out exactly what's going on. Is she dead? Is she not dead? We're trying to save her. I mean, we just don't know right now. There's just too much going on. I got to make myself a little bit smaller. You know what? You know what today feels like? Today feels like a good day to have a blanket on. I'm not gonna lie. I want a blanket on today. Any Tums? If I look for my blankets. I'm gonna put one on. I got some holiday ones. I don't really want to put a holiday one on yet. I still have some pretty cool Halloween ones. I don't know if I want to put one of those on either. I think I just got some. And we got, what do we got? All right, we're gonna put this. I think this will be a good one. Let's select this one. All right. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. And then we're gonna get comfy. Now that I know it's mostly a mostly like an action, or not action, like a novel. Wow, like a visual novel. Thank you, brain. Hey Cal, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Now that I know it's more of a visual novel, you guys, this music is copyright. All right, and it's not great for my VODs, but it's okay. All right. That's right. They must use these over here. Okay. Okay, we know. Oh wait, shit. Cancel. I needed to load. No, I can't. I needed to load. I needed to load a game, not start a new one. Jeez. Get it together, kid. Get it together. Get yourself in order. Is there a streamer setting? Probably not. I don't think so. I didn't see anything. I think they just have the music that now my blanket looks kind of big. They just have music that they made for the game, and it just seems like there it goes. Yeah, it just seems like they made like an OST, and then they're like, that's our music. It's kind of weird what they did. I mean, it's copyright, but like you can use it in videos, but I think it just keeps you from monetizing anything, which is fine. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, I'll take a look really quick. It's really hard to get in their settings. I didn't notice anything last time when I was here. I think this blanket's kind of cute. I love the ombre effect that this has. All right. Load is what here's the config. We'll go to config really quick. This is all they've got. Skip release at phone trigger. I don't know what that means. Tips information, yeah, that's fine. Auto quick save scene, okay. Full screen resolution, message speed, auto mode speed, skip mode, read only. Yeah, there's like nothing here about audio. There's not even like to turn the audio down or anything. All right, it's kind of weird. What is the extra? Clear list or tips? Interesting. All right, let's do the load. Quick load. No, let's go to our load. I don't want to quick load it. Okay. We are in chapter 2. Yes, this is good data. This is what we wanted. The dawn of a new day. Actually, it's already noon. Oh man, I'm stuck in a rut. I got some. Oh, that's what it is. Oh. All right. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. I'm gonna pick up my what mail do we have today? What mail did we get? Holy moly! Oh yes, that's right. I remember we did look it through all of her mails. She's like a weirdo though. Just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to the super hacker? Yeah. Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John. What's his face? I'm super curious. Nocturnal. Okay. So we did look at all those. All right. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. Hold on a second. I just noticed. All right. There you go. I chugged a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. All right. Daru's computer is back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave named Such a Change was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. A time machine? A time machine? It can't be. And then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named Such a Change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of experiment after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, named Such a Change, is indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave named Such a Change, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally, no jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last round of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named Such a Change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reason. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent on the floor. Yeah. To deal with this issue, place the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And he will. And he will. There you go. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase, if amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems are pale before the third. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave named Such a Change. Named Such a Change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce this discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. Oh, been getting way too many of these since yesterday. All right. Another one from Shining Finger. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much. Okabe-kun, you're living like an old man. Well, I guess not. I'm not one to talk. Lamau, anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBM 5100. Pretty please, Moeka. All right, get out of here. Oh yeah, just those. I don't even think I can make a call. Yeah. That's all we have. Okay. They were all from Shining Finger. The woman called Kuru Moeka. I've never used emails this often before. Even my Yuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry. I don't even feel like showering. I call the daughter who's hammering away on the keyboard. Oh my god, is it shining? Oh, it's Mayuri. Okay. Mayushi, spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Naru needed to chip into sometimes. You don't want to get in between me and my food. What is this? Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. You eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late? No. Let's not. Mayuri's like our only friend, okay? Let's not be too rude, okay? Let's not be too rude. Jeez, oh, peace. All right.
Nah.
Hey, want to go to Sambo for some beef bowl? Nah, too much trouble. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but you're such a bum. What is going on? What is doing on the computer? What is he? What is doing on the computer? What is he doing on the computer anyway? We're missing a critical key there. I'm curious if I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Yo, hey Frog! How you doing? It's an awfully hot coffee. These kids, man. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Oh no! Not more sad news. No more Andy and Layla in 2024. The dev said he's gonna combine this in the next episode. All right. He said this one already took a year. I hope we get it so we can guess how much longer it's gonna take. I hope it's on another full year. I like that game probably ended. No. No. Or somewhere in 2026. Don't say that. We're not gonna jinx it. We're gonna shoot for summer 2025. I did see that Nine Souls finally came to Game Pass, so I'm gonna pick that up next week. I'm for sure gonna pick up Nine Souls soon. Nine Souls is great. It looks fantastic. I am super excited. I haven't beat it. You haven't played in weeks. Yeah. Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. All right. Let's see. By the way, you should know that the anime Steins get is much better than the visual novel. To be honest with you, I didn't realize it was I didn't even realize it was an anime until I don't know, maybe you mentioned it, someone mentioned it the other day, and I was like, what? To be honest, I didn't realize this was so visual novel-y. I thought there was more gameplay to it, but it's kind of nice that it is just like a straight through visual novel thing. There is no gameplay. Yeah, exactly. Like you just check email and you reply, and you can decide how you reply back to things. That's about the extent of it. Daru says I believe. You just check email, lol. That's true. Parent simulator. Right. I can't even like even on my cell phone. They don't even let me go to. I can't even go to the internet. I can't even browse. Can't browse. Don't let me browse. Can't even browse the internet on my phone. My phone has been child locked. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if it's something just wrong with him. The Large Hadron Collider sure is cute. What? What'd you just say? Large Hadron is it colander? Is that how you spell colander? Oh my god, I said collider before. Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique. Large? Oh yeah, it is collider, not colander. Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about it. I grabbed Haru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out. What are you doing? Are you conscious? Of course, man. What is this Large Hadron Collider thing? You know, it's what CERN used to do their experiments, LHC for short. It's seriously moe recommended. You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid? Of course not. There's something about it that gets me excited. You know, it makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that? By the way, this is my favorite anime, or like top 2 or 3. Is it really? I did not know that. Oh my god, I get so many things. Yeah. Number 2 or 3 on your anime list. That's cool. You know what? I would say I would go check it out, but I know anime series. There's probably like 123 episodes. And I don't have time for that. 25? Wait, it's only 25 episodes? Is that all it's got? That's not too bad. That's actually pretty short for an anime. Unless you're gonna say 125 episodes. No. It's actually pretty long. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, nowadays animes are 12. Is that really true? I remember when animes used to be like, I don't know, forever. They just seemed like they never stopped. They would just go on until the end of time. Well, back in my day, when they would milk it for ages, yeah, basically. I mean, shit, man. And they make 600 filler episodes. You kind of, yeah. You'd be like, get on with it. They're like, this is backstory. I have to like have 4 episodes for it. And you're like, no, you don't. Just tell me the important stuff and move on. Man. That's why I never finished. Like I've started Naruto at least twice, if not 3 times. I've tried to get through it because I kind of like the beginning of it, right? And I kind of like the characters and stuff. But there's so much, like I just can't. It's just it comes to a point where I just can't watch anymore. I've been trying to force my sister to watch Steins Gate, but she just doesn't want to, and it's so sad because watching Steins Gate actually changed me as a person. Aww. All right, so you know the spoilers. It's no spoilers. I was so distressed after watching it. I didn't know what to do with my life for a week after. Oh no! Is it? I have like a depressing ending. Is it one of those that you're like, no matter what happens, you just end up crying at the end? Oh my god, I was with that for a few. Ugh. I've been affected like that by a few other things. Something like that. I'm not really sure how far in you are. So, I played for about 5 hours yesterday. So what happened is, I think you're just about to discover the main mechanic of the series. Okay, probably. We just did our first. Well, okay, not our first, but we've been using the microwave to jellify bananas, and then we figured out a way to use the microwave to make an email go back in time. So everybody got electrocuted while holding on to the microwave, and then the microwave is now no longer working. But we have genius girl Chris. We've got this guy, and we've got Mayuri. That's basically where we're at right now. Of course not, but there's something about it that gets me excited. You know, it makes me smile. Okay, yes. Christina, no, it's just Chris. No, Tina. She made it very clear. Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories in the undersides of highways. Irresistible or something. Her name is Kurisu. Yeah. Kurisu. Christina. And she's like, Christina janayo, Kurisu. Yeah, same thing. Christina. I must see it. This series in dub. Nice. I wonder if that played out well. Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. Dub is good. Oh, good. Sometimes, like, I think dubs have gotten better, but the old dubs are not very good. Life's too short. I don't want to limit my interest, you know. You need to watch something. There's a really funny clip from the series. It doesn't spoil anything. Okay. That's fair. And yet you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite. I'll send you in Discord. You can watch it later. Perfect. That'll be perfect. Seren. Oh yeah, and we found out that that John Tito guy. We said he came here 10 years ago, but everybody else says that it's only been, this is the first time he's been around. So there's a mystery with the John Tito. That name. I've seen it somewhere and recently. Where was it again? Oh, of course. John Titor. Oh yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy at Channel's going crazy about, isn't he? That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago. He appeared 10 years ago, that same guy. I had more hope that Daru would remember, but no such luck. Anyway, John Titor mentioned Seren. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Titor made a prediction, namely that before the year 2034, Seren will develop a time machine. A time machine? That's a timely topic. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new Titor said the same thing. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of Steins Gate. Can we trust this Titor guy? It doesn't matter if we can trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine. We should investigate Seren. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greater delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave name started to change. Experiment has hit a dead end, and for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this. Tell me everything you know about Seren. Sure thing. My Seren folder is smoking hot. Daru strikes his keys with his renewed passion. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called Seren. Seren is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's probably called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics or the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. I keep forgetting that this is like 10 years before the internet's developed. The World Wide Web? You mean the internet? Bingo. That thing at the beginning of most URLs. Seren invented that? All I know about Seren is what I read in Teeter's book. Never knew that they were amazing. I never knew they were. Wow, if only they knew. I'm reading this book right now, and I'm having a really hard time getting into because like the flow of the story is kind of like I don't know, broken a little bit. But like basically the world is not recognizable anymore. It's like it's awful, and they're just like people used to have the internet. And it's what made everything worse. I'm using said internet to watch someone play this game in real time. Who knew? Wow, if only they knew I'd be watching the internet. Yeah, right. True. It's funny. I know, right? It's like we have this incredible power, and yet what we choose to do with it, humans, man. We're something else. Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too. What sort of research does CERN do? Particle physics mostly. CERN can do experiments no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low energy, oh no, here's this other guy. The low energy anti-proton ring and the proton synchrotron booster and the large electron position collider. And the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider 10. Otaku possess the ability to anthropomorphize in more form, just about Imoe form, just about anything in the world simply by sticking tan at the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't even notice my shock, he just brings up the next image. The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's headquarters. Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. Oh no, these mini black holes will swallow the Earth, the universe is in danger, etc. Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Titor said that his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true? What's the possibility of that actually happening? 100% that it won't. CERN officially denies it. Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon a formation. It'd be impossible for it to swallow the world. But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Titor claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. That's weird. Of course, that's assuming Titor's story is true. Some of Titor's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seemed to have forgotten about Titor's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titor's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy. John Titor, CERN. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. They're likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know, whispers of my mad scientist intuition. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with mini black holes. But what if we were to steal that technology? What then? Of course, who do you think I am? Everything is a choice of Steins Gate. Elsa Kangaroo. I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look. Just who the hell are you fighting with? Daru. I know what we must do. What? Don't you whiz at me. You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you? I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. This guy is like, he's got this whole thing played out in his head. He's like, me, a week's worth of potato chips. Daru, 10 days. Me, you sure are a glutton. Daru, the drive makes you a hungry man. Me, deal, get started. Daru, you got a bus. Or something like that. Yep, a real cool conversation. But the real world Daru just purses his lips. You always give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent. Work with me here. You are a super hacker. Stop saying hacker. At least say hacker. We got more mail. Look at this. Now how do we get mail? Mayuri again. Just hearing that from Okanen makes me happy. All right. Enough, oh, Mayuri. You eat your bananas? No, not at all. Hack into Seren. Daru stares at me in disbelief. Is that some kind of joke? I know you can do it, Daru. Expose their dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about the time machine. Dastardly deeds? You're just imagining that stuff, Okanen. We stand at a crossroads. Will the phone wave, name subject to change, become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in lab storage? You serious? I'm always serious. I look Daru straight in the eyes. I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight. I'm not responsible for the consequences, got it? Suddenly, Daru was bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a lie. Deal. Get started. Let's do this. For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. It's all yours. I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. More mail. We've got more mail. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. All from Ferris. What does she want? Original sin level rising to 180%. Kyoma, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, nya. You don't want them to notice you, remember? The summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. Alright, what do we got? We got mundane world. Akiba, part of the mundane world? Nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries, as it shall forevermore. A discreet? Are you suggesting that I, the great Honen Kyoma, run and hide? You risk my ire, cat girl. That's actually good. Is the church still devoted to that fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. Mankind doesn't need decrepit old gods to save them. Okay, what's interesting? What are you scheming? No, I want to go with the discreet. I like that one. We're setting that one. All right. What do we got now? A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed beside his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing at channel on my phone. And what perfect timing, Titor is currently posting in the thread. The average Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. As a result of an event, the effect is changed. The event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. So that's why there were so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world's lines percent difference from the standard. Die troll, you claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know. Your time machine is a magical device that measures it for you. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details, plucks. Oh no, humanity is doomed. What has science done? JPEG. Lol, noobs responding seriously to troll threads. This tighter guy's a shitty troll. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Titer's points have merit. By the way, Titer, I'd like to know more about Saren. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll get my entire life savings. Everett Wheeler model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. With all the stupid name tags, this Honen Kyoma is more annoying than Titer. You call yourself John Titer, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask you a favor, Titer-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, can I undo her death? So please let me your time machine. You're gonna believe this time traveler, lol, without proof? Are you an idiot? To be honest with you, I agree with the notion that time is not linear, but that's that's a whole different thing. I don't that's a different discussion. No one seems particularly interested in what I said about I'm not following a single direction. There's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as truth. I'm starting to understand why Saren was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line. We'll call it world line B. On world line B, I'm afraid to say, @channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading a post on @channel will disappear to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about Saren yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They've already succeeded at creating micro black holes. Yeah. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I heard what Titer has to say, and then I will make contact with Titer and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist Honen Kyoma will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags. Tell me stock prices are fucking die. I won't believe until you tell me. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes, lol, lol, lol. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I'm gonna go get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads? I checked Saren's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell is gonna happen? Does Titer have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe. Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some Eva level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036. It's kind of true though. Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Regan's. Wait, can I actually click on that? No. Okay. I thought maybe. I saw blue. Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think you're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying that they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior? I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Oh, it's this girl. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brawn Tube Workshop. Hi, I'm from the Brawn Tube Workshop. When our eyes meet, she smiles. Ah, the TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up? Daru's typing gets even faster. It looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disrupt him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside. Why do we have to be sneaky? What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore. Oh, right, Amane Suzuha. Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him. Oh, what exactly do you guys do? I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. Ah, you're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? How did you know that? I've never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. But Suzuha just stares blankly. That's not what it said on your mailbox. Oh, that's what it said on your mailbox. I lower my guard. Why didn't you just say so? Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me, or are her eyes gleaming? We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows. Wow! Is the evil organization Saren? Yeah, but... Oh, so it's right. Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they? She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who used the words like that in normal conversation. How did you know we were hacking to Saren? I still think it's a massive missed opportunity that you're playing the voice, the visual novel for so much anime. Anime hits so harder with the twists and turns. I can imagine. I think, yeah, probably also like you get connected a little bit better, but it's alright. In this story, there's like there are like sizable differences in the story and whatnot. Yeah, I'm sure they had to pare down, and the anime cuts out so much bullshit and gets straight to the point. I can imagine. I would imagine that they kind of have to like pare it down for the game, or they obviously couldn't like stretch it out like the anime did. Oh, you're hacking them right now? Me, my big mouth. Visual novel came out first, and it's the one. Oh, I see. So they actually like plot wise, the anime moves better, is what you're saying. It's kind of surprising that the visual novel came first and then the anime. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. I will say it does seem like they're just like there's a lot going on. I kind of like it though. I'm enjoying it. It's like the story is really well done. So I can imagine if they were like to not condense, but if they were to like not clean it up's not really the right word, but like if they were to like kind of like just organize it maybe like into like you said in the anime, I can see that like hitting real good. It's got it definitely has a good baseline. It's intriguing, and they have like all these like really interesting like scientific things that they throw in there, which I think they're using mostly correct. I think they're using them mostly correct. Just answer my question. How did you know about our business with Saren? This feels a little weird, I won't lie. I don't trust this lady at all. She wants to work in a tube TV shop. And I'm like, come on, girl. Don't lie to me. Well. I heard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. The window. Also, I think her eyes changed on me at one time, and he didn't notice. But I'm pretty sure when we first met, her eyes weren't glowing. I don't know. I just feel like that's the case. I'll come to think of it, it was open, and Daru and I were talking loudly. But you can really hear us. But can you really hear us from here? I looked at the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. I guess Daru is working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Braun Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes, its frame all sparkly. Its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it? I've only been working here for a day, but... Suzuha opens the Braun Tube workshop with a wry smile. I got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnoiter the front of the store, see if I couldn't spot any customers. Reconnoiter. Now there's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? I followed Suzuha into the store. So that's when I heard you guys talking from the second floor. I got interested and looked it up online. Now I know all the rumors about Saren. Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close the window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn to scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Anyway, you must not tell anyone else. Or else Men in Black will raid us. Oh yeah, I understand. I'm actually tight-lipped, so don't worry. Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Braun Tube workshop. That gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either. Where's the manager? He left right after he finished repairing your TV. He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, I'm not picking my beloved daughter up from school, or, oh, I am picking him. Or my beloved daughter has a cold, with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It's probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone. Oh, my mom just called. So here's the fixed TV. I'll call her back later. Suzuha lightly taps on the TV and the counter. He said it charged 1,000 yen. Damn, manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently it was already written out. Thanks for your patronage. Well, just take it anyway. By myself? Are you joking? Didn't you bring it here by yourself? Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs and down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman. I guess I can help, but... Oh, I see. So we're already in the age where women do physical labor. She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her. I don't remember anyone asking for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride. Wow. Yeah, I agree. Wow. I was so manly, I may be falling for you. Ugh. Lukako, I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Oh, hold on a second. Seal of approval. Would it be okay if I bake some for your lab friends, master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with samidare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed and practiced swings today. You bake cookies. Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. I love it. You sure get along with your family. How many family members do you have anyway? Daru keeps insisting that shrine maidens should come in pairs. I'm not gonna talk about Daru. You mustn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Every meeting heralds a parting. I can't hide from it. I can't hide from the organization forever, and the seal on my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you'll have to take care of yourself. Oh, no. I want the cookies. Come cook for me every day. That's what I want. You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you? Oh, what makes you think that? It's one of my powers. Coloring gentleman. This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. Oh, you have powers? Suzu's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise. Are you some kind of Vesper? When I nod, she whispers into my ear. Are there a lot of Vespers like you? Of course not. I am special. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty. Oh, you had me scared for a second there, but still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe Saturn is the reason there aren't more where I come from. After muttering some more nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding. Oh, by the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all? If it were me, I'd want perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters, or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? No, wait, don't tell me. You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you? Haha, nobody hired me. What's a Golgo? By the way, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced serum. No. I'm just kidding. You're probably right. Not Siren. S. Let's see. I'll have to listen next time to say it. Like Ern. Sarah Ern. With an S in front. CERN. CERN? CERN. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll have to keep an ear out for that. Let's see. I was trying to do things with insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I heard saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday. Anyways, do you have any other powers? Even if you did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me. I'm not gonna kill you. Or revealing my powers would be suicide. They're the most effective when the element of surprise. In other words, they're for me to know and you to find out. Meaning? Say what you like. A burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet. Invisible sparks scatter. Ah, more mail. Oh my god, this shining finger. Por favor. Oh, Kabe-kun, I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, and please tell me the Super Haka's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first. Like, bye. Get out of here. Stop emailing me, shining fingers. And then email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuwa. Alright, I already read it. The ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from the male demon shining finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. I should have given her address. I look at Suzuwa and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was alive too, wasn't it? Why the frown? Did you get a death notice? A what? I was just wondering. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist? What I meant now was if you got some unpleasant news. You could say that. This girl's hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her. There's this woman who's obsessed with finding the IBN 5100. Oh, there we go. Serious time. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak. An IBN 5100? You know about them? Yeah. I see. So the IBN 5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought. Yeah, Sid. I heard the urban legend rumor from someone. How much do you know about him? I actually tried looking for an IBM 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba. Oh, I see. Well, that's true. You sound like you know something. Oh, well, I do and I don't. I guess. I don't know about personally, but I happen to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine or something like that. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Nah. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face. Who are you? Oh. Suzuha falls back down on the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position. I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBM 5100, but when you look into it like that, I don't feel like it anymore. I'm not even interested in the IBM 5100. I'm more concerned with, well, they don't say it. CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mystery won't topple the organization's regime after all. You don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that's interesting information of yours is true or not. What? That's harsh. Well, I admit I am acting kind of suspicious. I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. And then you'll writher in agony when you can't figure it out. Truth is, the IBM 5100 has a hidden function. A hidden function? This girl is like... I kind of like her. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure the John Titor from 2000 something like that. I searched through my memories. If I remember correctly, the IBM 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language. No way! How did you know? Tell me. I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin. It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of hearts. What? No fair. For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my powers. I see everything. Amane Suzuha, resistance is futile. Anyway, the IBM 5100 has a hidden function. It can decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which has written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now remember, John Titor said the same thing in 2000, and right after that, an IBM engineer officially admitted to that function's existence. Now it's a dead programmed language that can only be deciphered with an IBM 5100. The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100 is because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Figure doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function. That's why IBM 5100s are so rare. While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So IBM 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. CERN. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. There's no war. How's that possible? Did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Teeter guy sold a time machine from CERN, stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Die in the fires, terrorist scum. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government, except now the system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that's possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven in 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many of you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father, protect the future. Stop being around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? You filled your head with a bunch of bullshit. Now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? Delicious nationalist tears. Lol. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right? That would make you know better than Titer. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Titer, question: did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBM 5100? Is John Titer plugging for the commies? I thought they went out of style years ago. I thought Titer was crazy, but his hunting guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys. Lol. World War III, Lamau. Isn't there supposed to be an IBM 5100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless, but if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. John Tider at egweb.ne.jp. All right. 20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing @channel on my phone. He's fidgeting more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. I was gonna ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and turn to my phone. My discussions with John Tider just aren't making sense. Not even Tider himself seems to know about the Tider from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on @channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decided to email Tider directly just as he told me to. His audaciously exposed his own address on an @channel. I guess that's his way of saying bring it on. All right. In my email, I questioned the difference between his post now and his post 10 years ago. The current Tider hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Well, that didn't happen, thank God. In 2036, the world is contaminated from nuclear warfare. That one's still up in the air, unfortunately. You traveled from 2036 to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. This has no relevance to me in this timeline. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function. All right. Only a few of the IBM's and engineers knew about it. In 1998, you went to America to see your young self and your parents. You were a soldier before volunteering to become a time traveler. You're American. This is how you describe yourself 10 years ago. Why have you changed your story? Furthermore, than 20,000 the Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other projections were unfulfilled. I'm wondering, like, okay, so a lot of their stuff is based on true things. I'm thinking this John Titor person is actually just like made up for this gate, but I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like there's always like these photographs show a real time traveler. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if like they found someone just based a character. I think it's based off something real. That's what it feels like to me. The more that they're getting into this, the more it feels like they took something that like happened and then like made like a fictional character around. It kind of feels like that. I'm kind of like curious. I kind of have to go research this now. I like time travel. I don't know. I like the thought of it. I like the, like, I don't know, like going through it. And I think there's ways to do it, but not with the microwave. That's for sure. Yeah. He was an internet presence for a little bit. Ah, okay. I mean, to be fair, if a time traveler came through, like came back and was like, this is all gonna happen, but then like because he said that, a few things changed, of course then some of the things he predicted wouldn't come true. But you know, I don't know, it's kind of like, you know, like people throw out a bunch of stuff that never happens. For example, the Y2K bug, Civil War in America. Well, to be fair, Civil War in America is still up for grabs. The Civil War in America is still up for grabs. I won't rule anything out right now. The cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009. I think that's another timeline. I think we're on another timeline that where that did happen and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. 2009 wouldn't have even been a correct year. Everything's on an even year, so it would have been 2008. Although I don't think a female ran in 2008. I think 2016 was the first year we had a female run heavily. There's more, but let's leave this aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Also, most of your predictions from back then didn't come true. If you are from the future, oh my goodness. Why did it scroll all the way up? Also, most of your predictions from the future back then didn't come true. If you're from the future, then why didn't your predictions come true? I'd appreciate a satisfactory explanation. All right, let's send it now. Sending. If you can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor, I keep saying Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titor. Whoa, so what are your true colors? Ohio. Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usually smiley self. What are you doing here so early? Well, I heard you guys stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I brought you some goodies. Excellent. Good job. Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. I better head out though. It's nearing 1 a.m. Fair enough. Thanks for stopping by. And good night. I'll be on Friday morning, 11 a.m. my time. Just FYI, and I'm gonna start Kingdom Come Deliverance. I hope you have a good week. I hope you have a good one. You okay? Sleep well. All right. Convenience store bag. And then she takes out canned Odin. Ugh, I'm not gonna lie, canned Odin's not great. You need fresh Odin. The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at. It's a present from Mayushi. They're 270 yen each, so savor it, okay? I've been getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately, but these instead from now on. Buy these instead. But Mayushi doesn't have enough pocket money to splurge like this all the time. And Mayushi loves bananas and chicken, so she'll keep buying them. I consider saying you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats. Wait, there's more. Ta-da! Next, she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration. Rhinet the sausage! It comes with an Upa bottle cap as a bonus. I really wanted it, so I bought it. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck deep in Upa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushions on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially. Oh, how's Daru-kun? Yeah, he's in the midst of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once. All right, who gave us him? Skyclad 2010. This is Amane Suzuha. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay! Don't worry, I won't email you too much, and I might be slow to reply to. I'm kind of new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. Is it though? All right. Skyclad. Interesting. 29. That wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit. Where are you living? Where were you living before? Haven't used cell phones much. I want to send that one. I want more. I want to know where she's from. Naruto Super Haka Spirit is on fire. Don't say Haka. Oh, it's him. An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. It hits my head with a nice thunk. He sure is tense. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin. Isn't hacking bad? Mayushi doesn't want you to do bad things. I would be a fool to let Daru super hacker. I mean, hacker skills go to waste. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hacked CERN's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the investors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through. Besides, we're doing this to expose CERN's wrongdoings. This is the war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world. I meant to listen to when he said CERN, but I forgot. Bad things are bad. That's unusual. Marius usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it. We are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject. Mayuri, want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef? If you want to trade, I'd rather have your quail egg. Don't be ridiculous. Next to beef, quail eggs are my favorite. But Mayushi likes quail eggs too. Settle for my chikua. Chikua. Okay. Chikua is better than sweet potatoes. What's that? Once that's it, I skewer the Chikuwa and put it in Mayuri's can. Hold on a second. I gotta figure out what is Chikuwa. Chikuwa. Oh no, I don't like the Chikuwas at all. Those are those are those 2 fish cakes. Those are awful. Those are awful. They're gross. I dislike them. I dislike them. They are not good. So to change, complete Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her. Soon, if I can just get the SQL table, I'll have more than enough passwords. You're no match for me. Daru started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters. Come on. Yes. I can't have for me, you naughty little thing. How does it feel to be naked? His eyes are bloodshot and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12 character string and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters in a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally. Yes! Matching ID and password, login complete. Hell yeah! Taste it. Yes! What enthusiasm. Did you get it? The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. As if he's gone into La Petite Mort. Mission complete. I don't even need to say them. Really? Oh, it's amazing. I don't really get it though. After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can. An Odin can that's the best after a job well done. Well done. You really are the world's greatest super hacker. Oh, that's me. Hacker. Hacker. I'm glad you're on my side. So, did you find out how they're planning to destroy the world? I haven't looked yet, man. All I did was get us connected. But it's all downhill from here. I'm sorry if you're tired, but please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in there. Yeah, I'll do it, but let me eat this Odin can first. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before. The question is who this password belongs to. Why is that? I went to see Certain database and got a data table. From there, I focus on the people with simple passwords like 1111 and ABCDEFG to get my hands on an ID. To be honest with you, this turns out to be the server admin's login, but I don't think we're that lucky. In Japanese, please. Same. That's where I got CERN. So it's probably CERN, but they can't say CERN, so it's CERN. Basically, if the server admin's password, we can taste every inch of CERN's luscious flesh, but it's just an ordinary researcher's password, then we can only see CERN's boobs. Naru-kun, that's naughty. Quite the erotic examples. Basically, you mean there'll be limits to what information we can access. Exactly. Anyway, a perv. It's only a matter of time before I get a server admin's password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy now. It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy. Oh, looks like our ID belongs to an accelerated division, Chief. So it's not a server admin. It would make a miracle to get one on our first try. How many staff members do you think CERN has? How many? Over 6,000. Not many. Oh, that's me. Well, for now, let's look at this accelerator division chief. His name is Jack. Let's look at his emails log. And of course, the emails come up in English. Oh no, that makes my Yushi's hand hurt. It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English. Daru. What does it say? I need to translate it. This is a job for Dr. X site? Nah, I've got a better idea. Daru boots up translation software and auto-translate the open page. Poor unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year! Looks like a New Year's greeting. Something about going on vacation in Spain. Lucky bastard. That email is normal, nothing out of the ordinary. If we keep securing the log like this, we can also identify the server manager. You know, looking through someone else's email without permission makes me feel really guilty. As it should. As it should. Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant upa cushion with a sigh. I know you're doing something socially unacceptable. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However, I abandoned guilt when I choose the path of evil long ago. When I chose. Let the responsibility be mine. I will not ask you to answer for my crimes. What a guy. I'd let Okaran do me in the butt. What the? I decline your offer. No, get peeking, Daru. Okaran, you're bad. You make my Yushi sad. That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discovered several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. It looks like he sends emails like these almost daily. LHC experiment reports? There could be a hint about time machines in there. We should try reading them. This is definitely a crime, though. That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols. This is encrypted. Of course it isn't that simple. Well, cracking this should be a piece of cake. Nice, super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru does his security in less than 10 minutes. The real time sink is deciphering the crappy machine translation. Translated into proper Japanese, it's... Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. It's probably supposed to be Paul. That acting's completely unnecessary. Aw. Uploaded today's data to the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say the same about the rest, though. This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this forever. But don't you think this work is unrewarding? This kitten, this 27-kilometer long kitten, has been in operation for 9 years. Our research will change the course of history, yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it. Of course, if it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a scandal. People would probably say something like, call Robert Zemeckis to CERN right away. He could build it in less than a year. 9 years? Daru finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out. Do you think there were any translation errors in that email? Did Daru know something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does. If you trust the translation software, then that's what it says. The Japanese is strange in places though. But that doesn't make sense. I thought the LHC was only put into operation around spring last year. This email makes it sound like it's been in operation for 9 years. That is strange. The email send date is this year, 2010, so 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titor posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way, was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world, and it's related to time travel. Keep looking, Daru. Search for anything related to time machine research. Seriously? I don't know if Daru is questioning my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, they begin tapping on the keyboards again. There are any emails with the phrase time machine in them. But the phrase Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few months. Do you think it could be about the current LHC experiments? What is it specifically? Black hole formation experiments? Let's try looking for a document. Ah, found one. Daru opens a PDF attachment. Oh, this looks like it's top secret stuff from France, England, and Holland. Government secrets? CERN's not even a government organization, so why not? Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? We might be in a little deep here. I don't care. Give me details. Hold on, if we get caught, we're not getting off with an apology. Are you so incompetent as to let yourself be traced? I took the necessary precautions. And I failed to see the problem. Well, thanks. Daru makes a slight awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software. May 14th, 137th Z program experiment. A report. Because we have already succeeded at creating mini black holes, a report is made first. Stop! All of a sudden, Titor's prediction became a reality. So CERN did use the LHC to generate mini black holes. But they announced that their experiments still haven't succeeded. So why? This is what Titor was referring to when he posted, "Don't believe what they say." But the goal of the experiment wasn't even to generate mini black holes. It was to create new elementary particle reactions. Titor doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor. But in reality, they're already generating those mini black holes. Sure does seem like it. What does it say next? Results error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14. We propose that further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local field conformity points are online. What does that mean? Human is dead means somebody died, right? What? Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I'm the insane mad scientist Honen Kyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart. Okay. What is this Jellyman's report? Dodo starts typing once I ask my questions, but he soon clicks his tongue. I can't find it in Jack's email. We'll need an account with more privileges. Then we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines. You know we're not gonna find anything, right? After that, Dodo spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division's chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines. Words like Accelerator Technical Committee and LHC Project Lead came up, so I guess we should look for an ID from there. Maybe we can get more information. You can't look it up with the ID you have? Dodo shakes his head. Well, I guess let's call it a day. By the way, excuse me, what we just saw there was Saturn's biggest server, but I also found a strange database in the network. Strange how? It was buggy. Buggy? I mean, it was full of some kind of code. But the code was gibberish, utterly impossible to decode. Thank you very much. Could it be more encrypted? Not by any algorithm I've ever seen. It wouldn't even work as a program if it just bothers me. Why would they have a database that nobody could ever use? That is strange. I'll see what I can find out. Dodo tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers has begins speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You call this a program, dumbass? Go to hell. Oh, great. He snapped. I think you should stop. Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Dodo with a worried look on her face. My head is spinning. I can't take it anymore. This is bad. Dodo's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He probably is at his limit. Good work. Go rest, Dodo. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, even if it isn't a bug, but an actual program, only the guys who made it could understand it. I've never seen anything like it. Program unlike anything you've seen. At that moment, music bursts from my pockets. I've got mail. From John Titor. Are you being honest? If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's future hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Titor who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later and write about the things you have told me. But that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up for the sake of serious discussion. Let's set this possibility aside. And third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago you existed on a different world line than the one we're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of a previous world line, unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? Yes, we too are a time travel. I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. That's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines. Of course, everything is falling into place. What you talking about? Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind. John Titor, CERN, the time machine. These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance. Daru. I think I know how we can read... Oh my god, read what? Read the program. Seriously, how? I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. This code look familiar and send it to Titor. A mysterious database inside CERN, a program unlike anything Super Hacker Daru has ever seen. Its true form is... If my hunch is correct, John Titor should know. What? There's no way. Say what you like. We'll know soon enough. We wait for Titor's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me. It's here! That's written in proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher with an IBM 5100. And its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body. Just as I suspected. Huh? I was right, Daru. I know where that data comes from. An IBM 5100. That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by the John Titor who appeared in 2000. A while after Titor posted about it, an actual IBM engineer committed to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday. It can also decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now it's dead programming language, only decipherable with an IBM 5100. What an incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings. No. No, I say. This discovery of ours was inevitable from the start, for this is the choice of Steins Gate. Wait, so CERN has an IBM 5100 database? Those machines aren't compatible with any modern software. Why would they do something like that? Answer me this. What is the best way to secure a machine against external cracking? Well, make it standalone, of course. Daru quickly catches on to the intent of my question. If only IBM 5100s can read it, then I guess that's kind of a standalone. Which means that CERN is keeping their most important secrets hidden there. How do you know about the hidden function anyway? It is recorded in my brain's extensive Index Liborium Prohibitorium. Tyler said it himself 10 years ago, but Daru wouldn't believe me, even if I told him the truth. Very original. I ignored Daru's retort. Mayuri, we have important matters to discuss. Assemble. I can hear you fine from here. Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa. It doesn't matter whether you can hear or not. This meeting concerns the fate of the future gadget laboratory. Nay, the fate of mankind. So I wanted to feel more secretive, like we're scheming or something. It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault. Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes. Well, I can't have everything my way. Listen, you two. Henceforth, the future gadget laboratory shall begin emergency top secret operations. This shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is CERN, a scientific institute engaged in the most evil research imaginable. Okarin, you're too loud, and I've been up all night. Crap, I guess I am being too loud. That kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuwa is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch. Understand, the world has no need for two mad scientists. Before they can get ahead of us, we must outwit them. Who are they? You know, them. Mayushi doesn't get it at all. Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC. The IBM 5100 is said to be located somewhere in Akiba. I make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes, and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it, is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited? I'll pass on this search. I'm seriously tired. Besides, I want to keep combing CERN's server. That's true. Well, you're the only one who can do that, Daru, so I'll leave it to you. So, the IBM 5100 investigation squad shall consist of Mayuri and me. I can't. Mayuri makes an apologetic face. I have to make the costumes, and I have work too. So basically, you two are telling me this. I am the only one with free time. Fine. I'll manage alone somehow. It's useless to try and stop me. Understood? Are you going to do something bad again? Nah. He's all talk. I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out onto the street. Immediately, a bicycle gets to a stop in front of me. Hiya, Okabe Nintaro. Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American or something? But I'm distracted by her shiny bicycle. It's the same bicycle that was in front of the Braun Tube workshop yesterday. I guess it belongs to her? I wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive. Pretty nice technique there. Ah, bicycles are fun, aren't they? I've never ridden one before coming here. You've never ridden a bicycle? No, I had ridden motorcycles before though. Isn't that backwards? A weird girl. And what's the flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all through the town. Beginners get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. If you're going to go full speed, at least wear a helmet. Going to work now? Yeah. The Braun Tube workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 1 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change with Mr. Braun's mood. That's perfect. There's something we need to talk about. What? But I need to get to the shop ready for business. Just what does this crumbly old Braun Tube workshop need to get ready? Nothing really. Geez, I just mindlessly sweep in front of the shop. If I clean inside, the boss gets angry. Everything's where it needs to be, he says. So he's paying her not clean? Something's wrong with that guy. So hear me out. But I'm so tired. In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. Alright, who do we get mail from? Ferris! Don't tell me you plan to face him head on, but that will turn Akiba into a sea of blood, yeah? Restrain yourself, Kyoma. Interesting. Ferris is weird. I glare at her. You would be unwise to anger me. Does it have to be right now? My glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod. Then go ahead. Suzuha shrugs her shoulders as she locks her bicycle. Then she turns to me. But keep it short, okay? Where is the IBM 5100? No one tell yet. What? I don't know. But by the way you talked yesterday, I sure sounded like you knew. No, I know someone who knows. Then take me to them. I won't take no for an answer. Refuse and I'll show you a living hell. I can't. Come on, I even said I'd show you a living hell. I can't introduce you even if I want to. What do you mean? Don't tell me they're imaginary. They've been dead for years. I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay. Anyway, there's nothing I can tell you. Honestly, I'm hoping you can tell me something. Suzuha pats her on the shoulder. Funny, you'd think I'm the one who's supposed to cheer her up. Just then, Mr. Bond opens the door and makes his appearance. Hey, part-timer, it's only your third day and you're late. Oh, sorry, boss. The streets were a little crowded this morning. If you're not going to take this seriously, I can always give you the boot here. As for you, Okabe, don't you lay a finger on my part-timer. Aren't you the lecherous one here, Mr. Braun? Why, you Just try saying something like that in front of Nai. I'll murder ya. Gotta keep my honor as a father. Besides, I ain't got no use for you, a skinny kid like her. What was that? Take that back, boss. Suzua's actually mad now. What? You're mad? I'm not a kid, I'm a warrior. What are you talking about? Suzua's burning passion as the manager shocked. On the other hand, I am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzua's hand and grasp it firmly. I like the look in your eyes. You part-time warrior? They shine with the radiance of the beast unseen of modern men. Never forget those eyes of yours. And you should surely change class from part-time warrior to true warrior. And I'm already a warrior. Stay diligent in your training, and you shall have a place at my side in the field of Ragnarok. Ragnarok? Suzua looks confused. What's that? The final battle against CERN. You got something like that planned? Count me in if you do, but I've never heard of it. Of course you haven't. This is the first time I've revealed it. For I shall be the one to initiate Ragnarok, and the world shall be reborn. You sure are brave, Okabe and Taro. You'll probably fail, but I like your spirit. I wish my comrades were as spirited as you are. Apparently, Suzua's comrade. I'd like her to introduce me. That way, I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusader. Wait a second. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of Honin Kyoma into this girl. Why does my store attract nothing but weirdos? Damn. Whatever, part-timer, just come inside. Later, Okabe and Taro. Suzua waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store. Wait up, Okarin. Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzua. So you're gonna help me search after all? That's the lab mem spirit. No, that's not it. I was thinking about buying lunch. She really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet. So, where do you plan to go? What to eat? Mayuri places her finger on a bottle in thought as she walks. Sambo's beefball sounds good. This tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sambo alone. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First timers are often cowed by the old school atmosphere. Plus, the clientele is almost exclusively male. But Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there, shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. Meanwhile, the Sandbists, regular Sambo customers, are posting the comments online like, "The goddess has arrived," or "Goddess for the win." Sambo isn't open this early. I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often. And each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from the world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at the distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street, so other pedestrians look at her wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice her stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Her reason is romantic or perhaps childish. I feel like I can reach the stars. When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave that answer. At first, she only reached out to the night sky, but lately she's been doing it without regard of the time of day. Like now, even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy. It's surely for stars, Mayuri. I walk up to Mayuri and call to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face. Ah, did you know even during the day, the stars are still up there? Getting philosophical is nice and all, but it's dangerous to stop in the middle of the street. That's true. Oh, just now, when I was looking at the stars, I decided to have ramen for lunch today. How are ramen and stars even related? Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. I know I said I'd search for the IBM 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I spent about an hour in an internet cafe searching for information, but turned up nothing. I buy some mango juice with tapioca from a juice stand inside Yodobashi. I lose myself in thought as I drink it. It's Saturday, so it's starting to get crowded in front of the station. Some maids are distributing leaflets to the people coming out. I know Daughter is well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBM 5100, wasn't she? I'm really reluctant to contact that male demon though. But ultimately, my feelings are trivial. Ragnarok hangs in the balance. But I decide not to bother. I finish my drink and wander towards Chidori. Then comes an email, almost as if on cue. Don't tell me, it's the male demon? Will you get back to me already? Ugh, it's like she can read my mind. I instinctively scan the area, searching for that gloomy woman in the crowd. No sign of her trailing me. Oh well, I guess I'll send her a reply. I don't know Shining Finger's phone number, so I'll just send her an email from the time being. And the email asks her to call, include my phone number. Now I just have to wait for her response. And there it is. But I asked her to call, so why did she reply by email? Oh, wait, she wants it by email? There's a lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. You finally contacted me. I don't like talking on the phone, so let's exchange emails instead, please. I need to find out her phone number. Give me your phone number along with any information you have in the IBN 5100. And send. And send. I look up the fridge for my email and see a huge crowd of people in front of the Radicon. I guess the satellite's still a big deal. The media presence hasn't died down since the day of the crash either. Radicon is still closed. And of course, the satellite is still there. Not 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. Rather than about to look down and read the email, I catch sight of a familiar face in the crowd. Well, this is my first assistant. What are you doing here? I can't, Hey, when did I become your assistant? She looks like she'll snap at me, so to dampen her spirit, I go back to checking my email. What is wrong with this woman? I don't have anything. How about you? I told her to tell me her phone number. She just ignored me. And she didn't even have any information? How useless can you be? Why are you glaring at me? Don't worry about it. You're not the cause of my frustration. So you're just raging? Don't glare at me. You've glared at me before, haven't you? That's because you keep doing pervy. No, I'm not saying anything. Another one. Tell me the super hacker's address. I'm gonna snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. What do you mean, tell me the super hacker's address? You're making fun of me with that. You're not getting anything from me. Anyways, what does she need to send me in 2 short consecutive emails? I mean, she might as well just combine them into one. Are the emails you're getting really that unpleasant? They're more unreasonable than unpleasant. I can't quite describe it in one word. Stop sending me all these short emails. I'm begging you, just gather your thoughts and send everything together. Alright. I feel a little satisfied after sending that email. I turn to Kurisu again. So Christina, what brings you here? If you're gonna call me names, would you could at least be consistent? Anyway, my business here doesn't concern you. Why? Are you pouting? I'm not pouting, I just don't want to get involved in your silly games again. Nonsense. You're already a lab mem. You have a duty to work on to be the benefit of the lab. Well, she's only a temporary member. No, it's because she's a temporary member that we need to get as much out of her as we can. There we go. Lose my sense of curiosity back then. Kurisu sighs and looks back up at the satellite. We're not alone. Several other people are standing here and looking up. It's Akiba's latest tourist attraction. Did you come to see the satellite? I guess. It doesn't make sense. Normally they calculate satellites' orbit so that they burn up in the atmosphere when they fall. How can that thing be in such perfect condition? And that's to say nothing of the huge hole it punched in the building. Are satellites that durable? Where's the satellite from anyway? They still don't know. Rumor says it's from the former Soviet Union, but Russia denies it, so it looks like they can't remove it yet. 3 days have passed and it's still unknown. How interesting. I smell it, a conspiracy. So, it's another organization, cover up. They knew I'd be at Radicon and tried to erase me. Organization? What's that? The organization is the organization. Its formal name is something else, but all those who know of its existence call it the organization out of fear. They rule the world from the shadows, transcending nations with politics, economies, religion, even science in their clutches. That's obvious a crackpot conspiracy theory. Thank you very much. Kurisu hangs her head and blushes for some reason. What's wrong? Nothing really, nothing, okay? Say another word and I hit you. Crazy girl. Anyway, what's happening with the phone wave? I thought you didn't want to get involved, and it's not the phone wave, it's the phone wave named Totsuchi. Just answer me, have you learned anything? No progress. We tried repeating the experiment, but at present, we haven't been able to reproduce a discharge phenomenon or send another email to the past. I see. Another email? Damn you, Shining Fingers. I said not to send so many short emails, but she doesn't seem to get it. I can't handle this mail demon. Let's save checking the email for later. You're pompous, but at least you have some manners. What do you mean? I hate people who play with their phones in the middle of a conversation. So that's why you grabbed my phone when we first met. Oh, when we first met? I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. There I was giving my report when you grabbed my phone out of my hand. I shut my mouth before I finished. The events at Radicon. My story of what happened back then doesn't mesh with Daru's story. It doesn't mesh with Mayuri's, and now it won't mesh with Kurisu's. So in the end, was that a dream? A hallucination? What? What do you mean giving your report? No, it's nothing. So, about the phone wave names of after the experiment, you screamed something like, a time machine? It can't be. Did something awaken a past trauma? No, and don't go making up either. Back when she was 5 years old, Christina was on the plains of Arkansas when lightning... I wasn't hit by lightning, and I'm still living in Japan when I was 5. And why Arkansas? Arkansas. Arkansas. I was trying to imagine tranquil scenery, and the first state to come to mind was Arkansas. Second was Oregon. Not Utah? I mean, relatively speaking, isn't Utah more suitable? And answer me, Christina. Why did you freak out back then? No reason. I simply didn't want to believe. Fringe science should say in the realm of fiction. Fringe science? Don't be ridiculous. You saw it with your own eyes. You saw the email leap into the past. You saw the banana travel instantly through space. I saw, but we must be missing something. Or maybe we're just seeing what we want to see. Remember when I said at ETF, time machines are just a pipe dream given modern technology? And yet a bunch of amateurs like you just stick a phone and a microwave together and expect time travel to occur? Ridiculous. But it did occur. Will you deny what you saw with your own eyes? Are you saying that theories trump reality? Then I hope you enjoy sophistry and word games, because that's all you'll ever have. What do you mean, word games? Quantum theory, for example, if you ask me, theories like that are nothing but word games. Wait, are you rejecting modern physics? Who do you think you are? Trust what you see. The only things that matter are things that happen, things that don't happen, things that aren't observed and are just hypotheses. When hypotheses pile up and the theories are verified, they'll become reality. That's how modern physics comes to understand the truth of the universe. But sometimes your hypotheses are mistakes. Even Einstein was wrong about some things. So you're gonna do nothing just because you could be wrong? Then enjoy your dirty little lab and your silly gadgets, because that's all you'll ever have. You'll never reach the truth that way. Failure teaches success. I see. Nice rebuttal. You're never getting off your high horse, are you? By the way, Christina, I have always felt that physicists are hypocrites. What? There are phenomena that everyone knows occur in reality, but which physicists refuse to research. What do you think about that? I don't know what to say unless you can give me some examples. Ghosts, for instance. The occult? Really? You refuse to research it just because it's the occult? That contradicts what you just said. You'll never reach out the truth that way. People have seen ghosts. There is even photographic evidence. So where are the theories? Why do physicists refuse to speak? It's a different type of field of study. You can't call physics with the study of natural phenomena that decides some things don't count. True, but... And that's why we must investigate the phenomenon of sending emails to the past. You shall assist me. No. Kurisu gives me a clear-cut answer, along with her usual leer. So the genius girl really does hate me. I won't have a hand in your fringe science. I won't make the same mistake my father did. Your father? You make a fine argument, but it won't work in the scientific community. Okay. The day you decide to research time travel is the day you're out of a job. How can you be so certain? Because that's what happened to my father. Kurisu grimaces. My father, a physicist, loved time machines. He was so fascinated by Wells's The Time Machine that he seriously studied the time travel. But because of his obsession, he was practically exiled from the scientific community. I will never get involved in time travel research. This time her sheer force of will gives me pause. I think she's really pissed. I may have stepped on a landmine here. What do? If I get her any angrier, she might seriously hit me. Let's calm her down a little. Yeah, let's do that. But what should I say? I'm sorry, I get emotional. She apologizes first. Christina's calm character saves me. Oh, don't worry about it. I wanted to test your character, so I made you angry on purpose. Huh? Anyway, the Phoenix Wave isn't a time machine. Email is a man-made system, so the phenomenon should be explainable in the scope of that system. I understand. I had no idea that you hate time machines that much. It's almost like an allergy. I apologize for forcing you to become a lab mem. You don't have to come again. I wasn't planning on it. But know this, Christina. Don't call me Christina. Labman number 4 will be a retired number. That number is yours forever. I finish my speech and turn my back on Kurisu. I won't look back. I walk slowly with my eyes closed. It's kind of hard to walk like this. Hope I don't bump into anyone. Wait, am I even walking straight? You look ridiculous. My shoulder suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards. What are you doing? You've ruined my perfectly staged exit scene, and you call yourself my assistant. No, I don't call myself your assistant. Besides, I still have something to ask you. Damn it, her stubbornness has already returned. I asked you about this before, but you said I got stabbed, right? I demand an explanation. Ah, yes, the other real-life phenomenon that has yet to be explained. I was just something I hallucinated. Let's just leave it at that for now. Why would you dream about me? Was I being annoying? I'm sorry, but I really need information on the IBM 5100. And you're the only lead I have right now. I'm relying on you, Okabe-kun. I swear I won't send any more short mails. So please don't abandon me. I need you to help me look for an IBM 5100. I promise to let you know as soon as I learn anything. So let's work together. I don't know. I know it wasn't a dream. It was a hallucination. You said something about Dr. Nakabachi, didn't you? And Dr. Nakabachi held a time machine presentation at Radicon that day. That presentation was cancelled because of the satellite crash. So it seems, but my hallucination, the presentation proceeded as planned. Mayuri and I went to see it, and you came over to flirt with me. I don't flirt, especially with idiots like you. Like I said, it wasn't real, okay? No, maybe this world is what is real. That would explain the riddle of the phone wave named Satsuji. If this world is some kind of simulation, then we can disregard the laws of physics. Escapism? That's unexpectedly chicken of you. It's a hypothesis, your favorite thing. So who stabbed me? Don't tell me it was you. I recall the sight of Kurisu collapsing in a puddle of blood. It sent shivers down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It was too real. I can clearly remember the smell of blood. You were already dead when I got there. I didn't see who did it. I don't get it. Why do I have to die in your mind? You have something against me? Of course not. At that point in time, we only had spoken once. We were just strangers. Well, at one time we talked during the events, I imagine. So strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was that I'd read in the newspaper. Anyway, we didn't know each other. That's why I ran away instead of calling for an ambulance. My hero. What? You want me to go back in time and give you CPR or something? I need to use a phone wave named such exchange for that. I've heard enough. No more hallucinating about me, okay? Dying isn't fun, even if it's in someone else's head. I can make any guarantees. I can't make any guarantees. That would require perfect 24-hour surveillance inside my brain. You have a comeback for everything, don't you? Kurisu shakes her head in exasperation, then turns and walks off towards the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time, I grabbed Kurisu's slender shoulders from behind. What now? I'm not done talking. You're trying to pick a fight? It's revenge for ruining my farewell scene, Christina. You shall regret your thoughtless actions. Alright, fine. What is it? About the IBM 5100. I don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know, then forget about it. Farewell, we'll not meet again. I turn my back to Kurisu this time and I make a perfect... Hey, don't tell me to forget about it. She grabs my arm. Damn it, this is the second time. What is the IBM 5? Whatever. It's the IBM 5100. It's a retro PC from 1975. I'm looking for one. Yeah? What are you going to do with it? Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl's just brimming with curiosity. Interested? Oh. Kurisa quickly averts her eyes. She doesn't let go of my arm. You're interested, aren't you? Just a little. Then I shall answer. The IBM 5100 is the key to unlocking CERN's most closely guarded secrets. CERN? You mean the CERN? Indeed. Through the tireless efforts of my faithful lab members, we have uncovered evidence that CERN is researching time travel. Come, be astonished. Great, I should have asked. Kurisa gives me a cold glare, then goes back and starts walking away. This time she's gone for good. Damn you. Just you watch. I'll expose certain secrets as if it's the last thing I do. The next day, I decided to hit Akiba's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kurisu, but no luck. Finding an IBM 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm sitting in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Radicon building. Small shops selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes lines both sides of the tunnel. To vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. Here lies the vestiges of the old electric town. Akiba is conscious, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Oh, excuse me. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all these electronics gets my blood pumping. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeepers seem to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought, or maybe they just don't care. I search each store and turn up neither hide nor hair of an IBM 5100. Oh, the ringing on my phone does a start from the bookkeeper. First smile and rush outside. Oh, that was close. I ignored a phone call. I probably shouldn't go back in there today. I wanted to. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to ignore a phone call. I take a deep breath to calm myself down. That's when something strange catches my eye. And there's a woman squatting on the ground nearby, her knees up to against her chest. In her hand is a gaudy purple phone. She's staring at the screen without moving a muscle. She's even more... I apologize. My nose is really stuffy today. Especially since nobody else is around. And on further inspection, I realize it's someone I know.
Shining Finger.
I call it her, but she gives me no reaction. Shining Finger is just a name I made up, so I guess it's only natural. Her name was Moeko? No. I stand in front of her and call her name. Well, the name I gave her, but she doesn't even look at me. Her fingers are typing rapidly on phone, so she's definitely conspicuous. So definitely conscious. But she still looks dead, like there's no life in her eyes. I'm actually worried. Despite the heat, she's not sweating at all. Can't you hear me? Who? The mad scientist. She glances at me for maybe half a second, then goes right back to staring at her phone. Who? What? Can't you even remember people's faces? Of course, I'm the one who forgot her name. I agreed to help you find an IBM 5100, remember? And this is the things they get. She twitches about hearing the word IBM 5100, but she still doesn't look up. Okabe-kun. It's Honen. Ignoring me, Aoru. Why don't you accept me as a Hoen Kyoma? Sent email. Alright. Hi, Okabe-kun. Fancy meeting you here, Moeka. I nearly flip out. Is this really something you should say by email when the person's standing right in front of you? Who wouldn't take 5 seconds to say it verbally? She's friendly enough in her emails, but in person she's a lump of unsociability. How can she write, funny meeting you here, without smiling at all? It makes me think the mails are coming from a different person. I suppose it's quite a coincidence. Were you looking through the parts store too? She doesn't even respond when I ask her a direct question. Another email. I looked, but I couldn't find anything. Why won't you speak? It's too hard. Isn't it harder to type everything out? My yelling does not have the desired effect. Instead of getting her act together, she buries her face in her knees. And why is she wearing such a short skirt? If she sits with her knees up like this, I can see everything. Not that there's a problem with that. I'm gonna say there's a problem with that. Don't look. Don't be a weirdo. I sigh, then turn and walk away. Don't be a perv. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I buy 2 max coffees from a nearby vending machine. The mail keeps coming. I'm sorry, I apologize, so please come back. I'm more angry. I'm more tired than angry. Besides, my search has hit a dead end, so I need whatever information she has in the IBM 5100. I can't just go home. Come to think of it, her name was Moeka, right? I remembered when I saw her email. I returned to Moeka with the 2 max coffees in hand. Oh, Okabe-kun. She's finally on her feet. She glances at me and then breathes a sigh of relief. Want one? She timidly accepts the max coffee I hand to her. But she doesn't move to open it. I wait for the coffee to cool down, open the tab, and take a sip. Sometimes the sweetness is just what I need. Why don't you talk? Emailing is easier. Like hell it is. Maybe she's just afraid of people. When I finally consider that, I'm taken aback by my own thoughtlessness. Of course, so that's what it is. Basically, she's afraid. Afraid of the insane mad scientist Honen Kyoma. Well, I can hardly blame her. In fact, I sympathize. Few indeed can withstand my aura of supreme madness. I'm weird, aren't I?
Yep.
No, you're normal. Really? Or no matter how disciplined your mind is, you cannot resist. You have nothing to be ashamed of. In this world, there exists something called absolute eternal truth. It's a wall immovable no matter how much you struggle. That's why people give up, abandon their dreams, choose a different path. But never forget this one thing. You hold within your heart your own Steins gate. Steins gate? All people, without exception, possess their own Steins gate. As long as you have yours, you may follow any path without losing your way, just as I follow mine. Moeka nods. Looks like I got her to understand. So on to business. Do you have any information on the IBM 5100? Moeka answers by shaking her head slightly. And how long have you been searching? About 2 months. Where have you looked? And of course, Moeka starts to move her fingers at high speed. Stores, online auction houses, the usual. I also tried asking on @ channel, and I even walked around Akihabara asking people or so I say, but I've only talked to about 4 people, including you. 4 people in 2 months. Even though hordes of otaku come to Akiba each day. Have you tried talking to PC store employees? They know more than anyone else. She doesn't talk to people. It's a problem. It's a problem. Moeka shakes her head again. She's clearly not cut out for this job. Sincere as she may be, she's just wasting time. The editorial company she works for must be incompetent if they chose her as their investigator. Though I suppose it's also her fault for accepting the job despite her handicap. So what's your actual goal? To obtain an IBM 5100 or to investigate the urban legend? Both? I see. In that case, her search is limited to IBM 5100s in Akihabara. But I don't care about the urban legend. I just want to obtain an IBM 5100. My true goal is what comes afterward. So I don't need to limit myself to IBM 5100 in Akihabara. I could just look online. I might be able to get one through auction. That would take time and money, though. If I don't find one in another few days, let's consider that option. Where do you plan to search next? That's... I didn't quite hear you. Look, it types out an email at high speed. I honestly don't know where to turn. I've tried everything. So she's useless. Don't worry. Oh. No, I just didn't expect it. I was afraid of bumping into you. Don't worry. I have a network of informants at my disposal. Finding a retro PC should be no trouble at all. I got a yummy drink delivered to me. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Moeka looks at me for the first time today. I see respect in her eyes. Have you forgotten who I am? Hoen Kyomo. I will stop at nothing to destroy the system and usher in a new era of chaos. That's Okabe-kun's Steins gate. Not Okabe. Hoen. After parting with Shining Finger, I go to a nearby PC store to talk to an employee I happen to know. But naturally, he doesn't know where to find an IBM 5100 either. Apparently, it was easier to find retro PCs 10 years ago, back when there were more underground niche stores. Now the stores are all but vanished, driven out by stricter regulations and the inexorable spread of moe culture. So I can't really say it's Moeka's fault, though she's not useful. After all, I'm stumped too, and this is only my second day searching. Hunting for an IBM 5100 on an internet auction site is starting to look more appealing than confining my search to Akiba, but again, that would take time and money. That reminds me, Mayuri called before I met with Shining Finger. It's rare for the absent-minded Mayuri to be the one to contact me. I'm usually the one to contact her. I wonder what she wanted. Should I try calling her back? But where could she be now? She's not at work, is she? If she is, then I probably won't be able to get a hold of her. Let's contact her, but not by phone, but by email. Did you call me? If you need me, call again or send an email. Okay. Oh, we got a mail. I sent an email in a matter of minutes. Daru-kun says to call him. Oh, that's it? Called Daru? What does this mean? I guess there's no choice. I'll call Daru.
Hi.
What's up? It's me. Report the situation. Okarin, you're the only one who talks like that. Did you hear that, Mayushi? No, she didn't tell me anything. Well, I'm at May Queen right now. Mayushi did some investigating. Sounds like Ferris-san knows about the IBM 5100. What? Ferris? Don't tell me that Kakarot and the IBM 5100 are connected somehow. I can't even imagine how they could be. I understand your confusion, but apparently there are a lot of retro PCs at our home. What, at Ferris's home? That's some unexpected good news. The tables have turned and now I'm close to my goal. This too is the choice of Steins Gate. I don't get you. So, is Ferris there? Of course. Today's the Ferris Cup. Ferris Cup? What's that? I think I remember hearing about it, but I really never paid any attention. When I showed Ferris Town an image of the IBM 5100, she said she donated a similar PC to a shrine 10 years ago. Don't know if it's the one we want, though. She donated it to a shrine? That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related. Which shrine? Didn't ask my bad. Whatever, it's a lead. The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda Myojin and Yanabashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start. While I'm hanging up, the Ferris Cup is about to begin. I see. Daru, I'm sure you can do it. Please sure to win. Leave it to me. Alright. What the hell is the Ferris Cup anyway? No, more of only a shrine. Alright. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine. It's probably not there either, but I have to try. Who is this? What? All I can hear is noise. Wrong number? No, maybe. You're from the organization, aren't you? Is this a warning? You're telling me to stop getting involved with CERN? It's a woman's voice. And she clearly doesn't understand what I'm talking about. You're not from the organization? No, it's Makise. Who? I think I remember this voice from somewhere. Sorry, but I don't remember. Tell me where we met. Paris or London? Akihabara. We saw each other yesterday, remember? Yesterday. Makise. Ah, my assistant. Not your assistant. Makise Grissim. If you don't say Christina, then I know way of knowing it's you. I'm not Christina either. How many times do I have to tell you? You never stop complaining, do you? Whose fault is that? Whose? Wait, a minute. How do you know my phone number? Something's not right here. It's not like Kurisu's free of suspicion. She could still be a spy. Ashida-san told me. Oh, that's boring. So what is an assistant? I said I'm your assistant. What's the point? Where are you now? I'm headed to Yanabashi Shrine. Yanabayashi Shrine. Okay, bye then. She just hung up. What was that? She messing with me? She's messing with me. How dare my assistant treat me like this? I shall scold her most harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all that just because she was published in a major journal? Alright, I'm gonna save actually. I just want to make sure. Let me overwrite this one. Alright. We're still in chapter 2. These chapters are really long. We're almost 8 hours in. Alright. Backspace. Your accomplishments mean nothing to me. What are you talking about? When I arrive at Yanabayashi Shrine, I find my assistant waiting there for some reason. She glares at me with her usual frown. What was that phone call about? I just want to ask you where you were, and since you said you were coming here, I came. Nobody asked you to come. And yet, here I am. Why is she always in such a bad mood? Why did you come to see me? Not because I wanted to or anything. Don't get me wrong. She just keeps these abusive words coming. I can't stop thinking about what you said yesterday. What I said? About the IBM 5100 and CERN. Of course! You're working for CERN, not the organization. You're here to kill me, aren't you? That's what I thought. You have the face of a killer. What's wrong with my face? How rude! Can you calm down a bit? You're always screwing around. I can't believe you're older than me. Calm down. You don't understand what it's like to live on the run, never knowing when the next assassin will strike. All I'm hearing is gibberish. You come here to pick a fight? I just want to know how the IBM 5100 and CERN are related. Don't you mean you're interested in CERN's time machine research? Be honest with yourself. Shut up, I'm not interested in time machines at all. More importantly, did you find an IBM 5100? That's why I'm here. Yes, that's why I'm here. Kurisu looks up at Yanabayashi's shrine, small archway. A shrine? Correct. Then, with perfect timing, a beautiful boy dressed in Miko garb appears from the nearby shrine office holding a bamboo broom. Hello. Lukako, why don't you have it? Huh? Are you talking about the demon sword Samidare? I thought I told you to carry it at all times. I'm sorry, but it gets in the way when I'm cleaning, so... what if they attack while you're cleaning? Noma's gonna come to your rescue, you know. That's true. I'll be more careful from now on. Hey, what are you talking about? Ugako finally looks Kurisu and gives me a puzzled look. Who might this be? My assistant. No! What kind of introduction is that? I'm only telling the truth, Christina. You're not Japanese. I am Japanese. Anyway, Lukako, I need to talk to your father about... Wait, introduce me properly! You want to be introduced properly? It's unnatural not to be introduced in this situation. I didn't come here to introduce you to Lukako. An introduction wouldn't take more than 10 seconds, so what's wrong with you? Please don't fight. Lukako's flustered. Looks like he thinks we're fighting. This is Makise Kurisu, my assistant. Yeah, whatever. Assistant, whatever. Nice to meet you, Makise-san. I'm Urushibara Luka. Nice to meet you too. How old are you? 17 this year. You're younger than me. Oh, really? Makise-san, you're so grown up. I can't believe you're only a year apart. That means you look old. Oh, she glares at me. Yeah, no shit. Oh my goodness. No, that's what I mean, you're very beautiful. Thanks. I think you're very cute. But he's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. The shock from learning the truth might be enough to make her go back to America. Yes, that's the shock that's gonna send Chris back to America. Okay, hold on. My mom keeps calling me. You were introduced. Happy? Can we move on now? You're such a jerk. Anyway, Lukako, I require an audience with your father. Can you make it happen? Yes, sure. What do you need to talk about my dad about? It's a grave matter that concerns the future of mankind. The future of mankind? I'll go get him. Lukaku races into the shrine office. He believes just about everything I say. He's really easy to deal with, unlike my rebellious assistant. Oh no, did I catch a cold? Grace's stiffling should keep her out, too occupied to scold me for a while. Lukaku's father soon appears. Lukaku is pretty flustered. He's practically dragging his father behind him. Hurry, Dad, hurry! Slow down a little. If you rush me, I'm going to fall. But the future of mankind is at stake. Oh, well, that's certainly serious. I've met Lukaku's father several times before. He's a gentle, respectable adult, with the exception of how he raised Lukaku. Apparently, the reason Lukaku wears Miko garb is because his father requested it. Maybe his dad's a pervert. No, it's not like I mean to mock the Shinto priesthood or anything like that. Home, it's been a while. Thank you for always taking care of Luka. The honor is mine. His name in the hole and it's Okabe. Oh, really? You there, assistant, stop making things complicated. I'm just telling the truth. What did she come here for? Luka just told me his name was Holman. Maybe Luka was just playing a trick on me. That's not it, Dad. Okabe's not his real name, and Holland is I am Holland, and Okabe Rintaro is the name your parents gave you, right? Are you denying that? Just be quiet, zombie. Who's a zombie? It's great that y'all get along. Luka's dad looks like Kirisu. Are you one of Luka's friends too? Please get along with Luka from now on too. Oh, as you can see, this child of mine is so delicate. Oh, come on, Tad. Stop it. Kirisu looks like she's gonna cry for some reason. What's wrong? Is she upset that Luka's father assumes she's a friend? Kirisu notices my stare and quickly turns away. So, Holland-kun, did you need me for something? That's right, this is no time for idle chatter. This meeting will shape the course of Ragnarok. The future of mankind is, well, whatever. I'm a mad scientist, not some sort of hero. I explained to Lukaku's father how I need the IBM 5100, and then I asked him if the retro PC was donated to the Yanabayashi Shrine. Of course, I don't disclose any classified information like how we plan to hack CERN or how this is all related to the time machine research. I don't know if donated is the right word to use, but an old computer was entrusted to this shrine about 9 years ago. Oh, no way, really? That's it, that has to be it. Please wait here, I'll go get it. Alright, we're gonna get the 5100. Lukaku's father comes back in about 10 minutes. His face is bright red and he's carrying a large cardboard box. His gait is fairly unsteady and I wonder if he'll be okay. Whoa. It was hard to dig out. I think that's what you're looking for. Luka's dad puts the box on the ground and takes a deep breath as he rubs his back. Oh, was it that heavy? I think I'm gonna take a look inside. Alright, an IBM 5100! Inside is a simple computer with an integrated monitor. The monitor is only about as big as a GPS screen. I compared it to the IBM 5100 image I got from the Shining Vinker. They look very similar. Ah, look at this! Lukaku points at the logo between the tape drive and the monitor. It says IBM 5100 portable computer. Finally, I have solved Akiba's urban legend. This is the Phantom PC of Akihabara. It's in excellent condition, but there's only a thin layer of dust on it. But it looks like we'll need to plug it in to see if it works. Now the problem is whether Lukaku's father will lend it to me. Urushibarashi. I'll be blunt. May I borrow this computer? Sure. Seriously? Is it okay for a priest to just lend property like that? Items which were donated to the shrine? I've never heard of anything like that. That's why I was expecting to refuse. When this was entrusted to us, the owner said this. If a young man ever appears and says that he needs this computer no matter what, please lend it to him with my blessings. I didn't think it would actually happen. To be honest, I'd forgotten about it entirely until you reminded me. I'm happy to lend it to you, Holding-kun, but please be sure to return it when you're done, okay? Of course, thank you. I bowed deeply, but in my heart, I'm grinning like a madman. I can't stop blushing. Things are going to be better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Now certain secrets will be laid bare. We can expose their wicked research and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. And then I can complete the first time machine in human history. Now I have to get the IBM 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a card to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. Same goes for my assistant. Can't Americans start driving at 16? How come we don't have a license? What? Something wrong with that? I spend all my time doing research. You're wasting your youth. I thought so too until I met you. Now I realize I'm doing just fine. Touche. No fighting, please. Lukaku's flustered again. You're a lifesaver, Lukaku. Thank your father again for me. Luka's dad has already returned to the shrine office. Lukaku nods. Your father's a lovely man. Lukaku and I freeze at my assistant's nonchalant words. My father is married. Adultery is bad. Huh? I see, assistant. So you like older men. Hey, wait, don't misunderstand you two. That's not what I meant. I won't give up my father. Please don't cry. I just meant I was jealous of how well you get along with your father. That's all. Oh, of course. I'm sorry for the weird misunderstanding. That was so rude of me. Don't cry. We'll resolve the misunderstanding so it's all okay. But in the depths of your heart lie feelings for Luka's dad. Sure. Die. Christine turns away. I decided to leave it at that. Angering her any further could lead to violence. Lukaku, don't forget your practice swings with Samudare. Yes, sir, I'll do my best. Asai Kongali. Kanguru, don't forget it. I'm sorry. Hey, what kind of low-life teases a girl? I wouldn't know. Lukaku is the guy. Get over it. I ignored Christina and lifted the box with the IBM 5100 inside. Oh my god, it's heavy. I can barely get it off the ground. I put it down for now. Now I know why Luka's dad was red in the face when he brought this thing in. Is that heavy? Pathetic. It's only as big as a CRT monitor. Then why don't you try carrying it? Then you'll understand. Kurisu sighs, grabs both ends of the cardboard box, and lifts. She strains with all her might, but gives up without lifting it even a centimeter. It's really heavy. She blushes slightly, but still maintains her usual frown. My assistant seems to have a strong but out of spirit. This thing's gotta weigh like 30 kilos. Maybe we should have borrowed a pushcart. Ushibara-san, is there one in the shrine? There isn't. Actually, it's broken. I'm sorry. Is there some other place we could borrow? No, we don't need a push cart. Then how are you gonna bring it back? It takes about 10 minutes to walk to your rundown lab from here. It may be too heavy for one person, but it's a different story for two. You and I just need to carry it together. Why else do you think I made you my assistant? So that's why. Well, if we're here together, we might be able to manage, but I refuse. What? I said no. I'm pretty sure you said I refuse. Shut up! I said I no. But I refuse is the famous manga quote. Could Kurisu be an channeler? The whole reason you made me a lab man was to borrow my knowledge. From this, it is elementary to derive the following. I won't do physical labor. Oh, I see. Then I guess I have no choice. I'll do my best to carry it, but I glanced at Lukaku. He twitches when he knows the man looked and timidly raises his hand with tears in his eyes. I will. Hey, you're gonna help? Will you be okay? Yeah, I'll do my best. No, Lukaku, I shouldn't make you help me. I can manage by myself. No, we're friends, Okabe-san. I want to help you. No, I'll do it myself. I'll help you. Me too. Please go ahead. What? Don't you know, Christina? This is what you call a Japanese gag. He's sneaky. Thanks for the backup, Lukaku. Now that that's settled, my system will help me carry the computer, so you don't have to help. Thanks for the offer. Oh, okay. If that's how it is, then. Now, assistant, since you volunteered, I won't let you refuse. Grab hold and heave. Fine. Kurisu and I lifted the cardboard box. The burden is considerably easier when we distribute two people. Why do we have to face? Why do we have to be face to face? We're positioned so we're looking at each other. But there's no other way to hold it, so what can you do? Let's just go. I start to walk out of the shrine. Hey! Stop! I said stop! You're a noisy one. Don't walk forwards, not walk backwards. Let's walk sideways. Whatever, get moving, assistant. Hey, listen, please, just listen. I can't walk backwards. Of course you can. You're my assistant. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I can't. I'm asking you to go sideways. No, I'm telling you to go sideways. Sideways, I'm going to fall. It's dark by the time we get back to the lab. It's normally less than a 15-minute walk, but since Kurisu kept begging to take breaks, it ended up taking twice as long. We finally made it. I'm exhausted. If you didn't complain so much about every little thing, we would have gotten here sooner. Right back at you. You stopped to take a break at least 5 times along the way. That's not because I wasn't feeling well. Are you okay? It's just occasionally my right arm aches, and when it does, dark destructive impulses overcome my soul. Shut up, or I'll tear the peripheral nerves out of that arm. Holy crap, there's something wrong with this girl. Rip out my nerves? That's like something from last year's Nugan incidents. Okay, I'll shut up. Let's bring the IBM 5100 lab. The final barrier awaits. We have to ascend this rickety building's narrow staircase. Shouldn't you get your friends to help? You're right. I checked the window, but the lab lights are on. Part-time warrior comes out of the Brawn 2 workshop with perfect timing. It is Okabe Rintaro. What you got there? You want to know? Then I'll tell you. Wait, if you're just gonna stand and talk, shouldn't we put the box down first? Yeah, actually, wait, this will take a second. Well, what is it? What if I told you it's an IBN 5100? No way, you found it? Wow, way to go, Okabe Rintaro. I wish you'd stop calling me my full name. If she's gonna do that, she should at least call me Hon Kyoma. Where was it? It's heavy. Kurisu starts giving in. I'm about at my limit too. Let's put it down. Kurisu and I place it on the ground gently so as not to damage the contents. So, where was it? Yanabayashi Shrine. Yanabayashi Shrine? You mean like a Shinto shrine? Yeah. Oh, why was it there? Then suddenly, Suzuha looks at Kurisu. She gasps and approaches Kurisu until they're very close enough to feel each other's breath. Oh, yes. Makise Kurisu? Yes. For some reason, she stares at Kurisu with frightful intensity. Kurisu narrows her eyes in opposition. What's going on here? I can't move a muscle. The air's so thick with tension. What is it? Have I done something wrong? Suzuha turns away without looking back, disappears into the Bronze Tube workshop. Who was that? Now Kurisu demands answers from me. She works part-time at that store. Why was she glaring at me? How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry? I have never seen her before in my life. How rude. Kurisu picked a fight with me the first time we met too, but that was a hallucination, so I don't say anything. I get Daru and Maruyuri to come down and help us, and the four of us carry the IBM 5100 upstairs. Good work, everyone, but this we can fight. Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting? Seren, the system that rules the world. If that's what makes you happy. Happy? I don't desire happiness. Have you forgotten? I am an insane mad scientist. What I desire is chaos. The time machine exists to bring chaos into the world. Never mind happiness. You're like a junkie hyper-secreting beta endorphins. Okarin, I want you doing bad things, remember? Wow, I can't believe you found one. You make the impossible look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we adore. I certainly don't admire him. For a moment, there's complete silence. It's all thanks to Mayushi! Mayuri, oblivious as always, puffs out her chest with pride. But I don't miss Kurisu's relieved sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes. Does this mean what I think it means? Without Mayushi's info, Okarin would still be lost in the streets of Akiba. Mayu's right. She did well this time. Anyway, it's time for Mayushi to go home. What about you, Christian? Want to go together? Thanks, but I'm going to stay here a little longer. Looks like Kurisu's interested in the IBM 500 and Seren after that. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet. Okay, but you should go home before it gets too late. I'll see you tomorrow. Mayuri waves her hand as she leaves. Now then, Daru, when do you think we can use the IBM 5100 to attack Seren? Oh, no. Well, Daru talks as he pulls the IBM 5100's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on. The power supply begins to make a turbulent noise. I kind of was hoping that there'd be a chapter and around here. I have to call my mom at some point tonight. I don't want to wait till it gets too late. So I was kind of hoping that we got the 5100. I was like, that felt like a chapter into me, but I don't know. So we're just gonna go a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna have to get off a little early. She called twice tonight, so I did pick up, yeah. So I have to call her back. Wow, it actually turned on. First I need to learn how to use this thing. It looks like hooking it up is going to be a pain. It might take a while. I can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time. Alright, prioritize the ID search. If possible, I'd like you to get the IBM 5100 ready to use this month though. There's still 30 days of this month though. It's not going to take that long. That's my super hacker. Oh. Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBM 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you found anything. Hey, Okabe. What? I look up. Kurisu's glaring at me. What did you just call me? I called you Okabe. You called me Okabe? I take one step towards Kurisu. She takes a step back. Time out, time out. Daughter tries to hold me back, but I shake him off and take a step closer. Kurisu doesn't step back this time without taking her eyes off me. She bites her lip hard and curls her hands into fists. Did you just call me Okabe? I did. Problem? Yes, I'm younger than you, but you insist on calling me by ridiculous names like Christina and Zombie, so I don't think I need to show you any respect by adding some. And besides, that's not the problem. I am not Okabe. I am Hornin Kyoma. How many times do I have to tell you, Christina? God, you're so full of yourself. From now on, call me Hornin. That or Kyoma. No. Kurisu snaps at me and turns away. Are those tears I see in her eyes? Are you crying? I'm not crying. It sounded like I was scared of you for a second there, and I definitely wasn't gonna leave and you started talking like an idiot again, okay? She stalks over the window and stares outside. I see her wipe her eyes with the back of her hand. Seems she was crying after all. Daru, why is my assistant crying? She said so herself just now. All I did was correct her on my name. Maybe she only acts strong, but it's actually weak on the inside. That would be pretty boy. Well, whatever. Back to checking mail. But I'm thirsty from the hard day's work, so before that I take a fresh Dr. P out of the fridge. Hey, aren't you gonna tell me what's going on? I toss the bottle to Kurisu when she turns around. Dr. Piop. People. Is that people? Oh my god, it looks weird. It's just Dr. People. Kurisu tries to catch up but fails magnificently. She picks up the bottle off the floor and shoots me in a glare. I'll explain in a second. Drink that while you wait. Gee, thanks. I need to send a reply to Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. I got the goods. Over. I sent as concise a message as possible. Now, I turn back to Kurisu, but the reply comes before I can open my mouth. Turn around, listen 5 seconds. She must have her phone in hand 24/7. That's the only possible explanation. The goods you found on IBM 5100? Gimme. What nonsense is this? Sorry, but I'm not the owner. I can't just give it to you. I send that. Another Minstone reply. Gah. Let me borrow it. It's easy to imagine what will happen if I lend it to her. She'll disappear. I'll never see the IBM 5100 again. No borrowing either. You can visit our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. The address is... I have the lab's address and send it to the mail. No more replies come. Sorry for the wait, Christina. I look up and see Carissa drinking the Dr. P. Oh, you're a fan of the doc, I see. I lived 7 years at its birthplace after all. Excellent. We'll make great drinking buddies. I'm a minor. That's not what I meant. I meant drinking P drinking buddies. Dr. P drinking buddies. Is that all you drink? Carissa shrugs her shoulders and takes another swig, signaling me to talk. And so I explain how Daru and I hacked into CERN, and how they already had the LHC in operation for 9 years, and how they successfully created mini black holes, and how it looks like they're researching time travel, and also how they haven't disclosed any of that to the world. Carissa's expression grows more and more intense as she listens to the story. CERN certainly is acting strange, but how is the IBM 5100 involved? CERN's database uses an IBM 5100. So, the only way to decrypt the database is to use an IBM 5100 on our own. How do you know that? I have my sources. I don't drop Taitor's name. I have no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. Carissa puts a finger to her lips, deep in thought. I said in the IBM 5100 and such aside. I want to see proof that CERN's really doing that sort of research. True, we didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them. Daru, will it take much longer to find the server admin's account? Actually, I was just thinking about doing that. It shouldn't take more than a day and a half, I guess. Or half a day. There you go. I'll wait until then. You'll wait? It's already getting dark. Why not go home for tonight and come back tomorrow morning? No thanks. I'll wait. I want to know as soon as possible, even if it's just a microsecond sooner. That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies at the heart of CERN. If what you guys are saying is true, then this isn't something to joke about. CERN is the world's top researching institution. If they are doing secret experiments without publishing the results, they're making fools of scientists the world over. That's only if it's true, though. She finishes by emphasizing the point again. It doesn't look like she believes us. Anyway, Daru, I'll leave it to you. According to Daru's research, the IBM 5100 weighs 25 kilos. For now, we'll leave it on the shelf in the development room. We carry the cardboard box to the room, half dragging it. Kurisu follows. Can you show me the phone wave? Indeed I can. Want to experiment? You haven't been able to send another email in the past yet, right? Do you know why? I can only shake my head. Alright, let's run some tests. I think this is where I have to pause it. Yes, overwrite. We are gonna overwrite that data. So now run the test. This is where we're gonna pick up. We're still in chapter 2. We're 8.5 hours in. Alright, but I have to get going. It's a little earlier than I would have liked to have finished today, but unfortunately, I got some things. Oh my god, like I said, I have to call my mom, and I got a couple other things still left around that I need to do. I was hoping to go till 9, but that's a little late to call her. What is this mess? Is it going? Oh, it's gone. Okay. I want to thank you guys for coming out. This visual novel is pretty fun. But I'll probably pick it up in a couple weeks. Because I saw that 9 Souls is in the Game Pass, and I really, really, really want to try that out. So Friday, I will be on in the morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I will be doing Kingdom Come Deliverance because I've been wanting to get into that game. It's kind of I've seen little things from it, and it just looks kind of like ridiculous, but really good at the same time. So I'm looking forward to that. And then also, like I said, I'm going to start Nine Souls next week. So between Nine Souls, Steins Gate, and Kingdom Come Deliverance is probably what's going to be going on this schedule. Going forward. If you want to see my schedule ahead of time, I put my schedule up on Sundays. I put it in my Discord or Blue Sky on Twitter. So follow me on anything that makes sense, that that you would like. I would say Discord is probably the easiest to get any of the updates. With that, I just want to thank you guys so much. I know Thanksgiving's coming up. And I know there's like a lot of debate about Thanksgiving, especially with the indigenous, and all that stuff. But really, I don't see any reason why we can't spend a day. Actually, we should spend more than a day. But why we can't spend, why we shouldn't have a date, actually, to just emphasize why we're grateful for things. And I am very grateful. There's a lot in my life that's very, very good. And you guys and this channel mean a lot to me, and I just want to say thank you so much for following, for being here, for chatting, for lurking, for being a part of this. It means a lot to me, and I'm very, very grateful for this space. So with that, I hope if you are celebrating, have a great day. You eat some good food, you have good conversation, and if you're not, then I hope you just have a good day in general. You can also too eat food and have good conversation, hopefully. So hopefully you enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you hopefully on Friday. It is a little bit of a different time schedule. I will be out this weekend, and then I will return next week. I'll be putting up a schedule on Sunday. Most likely I go live Monday and Wednesdays, as long as there's nothing that impacts that schedule. When I do Mondays and Wednesdays, it's usually starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then I try to do one day on the weekend. Right now it's mostly been Saturdays at 11 a.m. But Saturdays are a little bit trickier because that's when the weekends, they have more variability, just because more stuff goes on. So I will be putting up another schedule on Sunday night, and I hope to see you guys soon. All right, you guys take care of yourselves. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. It's truly an honor, and I will see you guys soon. All right, have a good one. Take care, y'all.